Where's my little tripod? I made that face all the time growing up. Did anyone else have their parents snap pictures? When you grew up in the 90s, our parents had like just enough access to electronics. Oh no. And that's kind of the funniest part, is that we have pictures of ourselves, but they're kind of like hit or miss as to the quality and not quite like 80s funny. It is Vlogmas, and my goal is just to get a video up. That's the thing. And I have a high expectation on myself where quality is concerned, so that like, oh no, oh no. Quality is concerned of my edits and everything, just because I want to be able to look back on things and think like, yeah, that was the best I could do with what I had at that point. I'm very self-conscious about this situation. I'm gonna grab another shirt. But it is Wednesday, November 25th, and it is exactly 1 month to Christmas. And of course, the videos will not be posted until December 1st for my Vlogmas extravaganzas, but I wanted to just get a head start vlogging, and today is an intro to Vlogmas, what it is, the things we have going on in our life, and what this month is going to look like, and frankly, the start to Lex Vlogs. So I have a lot of different content ideas, and being 7 months pregnant at the moment, a lot of different pregnancy content that I have wanted to post but didn't really have a place on my Precision with Lex channel. So I didn't really feel right posting it, because Precision with Lex people aren't there to watch a pregnant lady go to Target or talk about her favorite sports bra for month 7 of pregnancy. Like, that's not what the PWL people subscribed to. They subscribed for workouts, they subscribed for Pilates 101, they subscribed for me, not 30 pounds heavier, working out and things like that. And so maybe I'll put different pregnancy workouts on there, but the content ideas that I had surrounding just my lifestyle and all of that had no place on PWL. So here is the Lex Vlogs channel, and I'm super jazzed about it. And I thought, what better way to kick this off and to have some fun with it than to participate in Vlogmas, which feels aggressive to say the least. I'm really jazzed about it. I teach in 20 minutes, and I want to put some makeup on and make some green tea and get another load ready to transition to the laundry, and have some errands to run. We're making pumpkin cheesecake tonight because that is our contribution to Thanksgiving, and just all the good things. All good things. Here we go. Super official. I've got my mirror balancing on a box so I can talk to you while I get ready. I wanted to use this 5-minute get ready time to chat with you about just my motivation for this channel, what you can expect from hanging out with me on here, and all that good stuff. So I'm Alexis, call me Lex. I am a Pilates teacher. I was officially certified in 2016 and have been teaching since. The certification I got was a pretty intensive one. It's a 500-hour comprehensive intensive cert, and took just under 2 years to do. And since then, I have taken the Lolita San Miguel PMMP, which is the Pilates Master Mentor program. So I am now a second generation Pilates Master, which sounds crazy because it is. And I am currently the youngest PMMP second generation master teacher, disciple, what have you, in the world, which is insane. Currently the youngest, not the youngest to have completed it, because Laura Cordell, I think, got done with her PMMP when she was 23 or something, like young. And I am currently 25. And so Laura has had a couple years since her, so she's a couple years older than Abby and I, who are the current youngest, and she's older than me by a month. just about. So we're kind of just in the same general ballpark of young Pilates masters, which is crazy to me. My mom owns the studio I teach at. I love being there. I love working with clients. Of course, if you're a fitness teacher or a fitness partaker at studios and whatnot, you know that 2020 has been a bit of a kick in the pants for your local studios, and so ours is no different in that. And I am 7 months pregnant, as I mentioned before. My fiance Julian is incredible and we're so excited, and I want to be able to share just life with you, and for the sake of sharing for our own memory, keepsake, whatever, that's exciting to me. And I also have a Precision with Lex YouTube channel, and that content is Pilates oriented, so more about my life as a teacher, and I have some workouts on there and some different like explanations as to what Pilates is, who it's for, the difference between yoga and Pilates, like different kind of Pilates 101 content, just stuff that if you don't really know what it is or whether or not it's for you, it's a good place to start and to kind of get your footing, if you will, before you ever walk into a studio, which will probably not happen if it hadn't already in 2020. So 2021, we're coming at you and we want you in our studios. So I'm just doing a little bit of liner, tiniest bit before I start teaching, and then I'll do a little more liner and my lashes after I'm done teaching my virtuals. And there are certainly times where I have nothing on my face as I teach, but for all intensive professional purposes, technically that's not supposed to be a thing. I should technically, per my master training, always be presentable as a Pilates teacher. So more on that in a minute. I have to figure out what's going on in my Zoom room and why my computer doesn't have its camera going. Not sure what's going on there. And I'll chat with you in a minute. Okay, bye. Hi, sorry if it kicked you off a second ago, if you were sitting there waiting. We've been having troubles with the recording settings. Okay, so now I've got just a second before my next client is in the Zoom room. I'm taking my big old tripod with me to let the dog out. Luna, let's go potty. White balance is being a stinker. I'm gonna make a to-go one. I'm gonna make one for here. Just checked the Zoom room and it turns out she's running a second behind, so that's nice. This is actually the glider that we'll be using in our nursery for our little girl. It's the one that we registered for, and we were so dinkin' excited and shocked when my family got it for us because it's just such a big gift. And my cats though, like, I don't know. I had a cat before Julian and I, and we ended up rehoming him to my roommate at the time before we met. And it's because he's an only cat. He's one of those that, like, he is so stinking funny and I love and miss him, but he is the kind of cat that can't really be with other cats. And anyways, I never had this issue with him, but our cats, Albus and Lily, are just dirty cats. Like, they're just messy. And I don't know what it was about the difference between Cash and these two, but like everywhere they lay just gets gross. And I don't really get it. Did I mess this up? I'll give her another minute to get into the room and see if she forgot about our session. Or maybe I messed up. But bottom line, I have gotten them to a place where they don't seem to lay on here that I've noticed, but they really like this ottoman, this little storage ottoman that came with it. And you know, I'm not about it. So I put the plastic on it so that they don't like the texture and they don't like to lay on things like that. So they haven't been laying on it, which is awesome. But I'm keeping the plastic on it and it looks really cute right now with the plastic on it. You're so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. 2020, I love you and your tendency to cause a lot of miscommunication. Albus, the cheese is not for you. Albus is trained to think that all string cheese is for him because before I came along, Julian gave the cats string cheese all the time. Oh, she's on FaceTime with her grandson. Oh, no worries. That is all up on my face. There we go. Let's try and... How am I gonna set you? Uh-huh. Oh, there we go. Mother lover. No, the blinker. There, okay, got it. All right, I had to run to the valley, which is like 20-30 minutes from my house, to pick up this bin of clothing. So we have like the different reclothery stores, if you will, that buy normal person clothes, and then there's one called Once Upon a Child that does baby clothes and baby things. And we have received so many hand-me-downs that we couldn't possibly keep them all. And my friends are having boys, and so I'm not gonna keep all of these hand-me-downs to hand me down the hand-me-downs when I'm already going to have a bunch of hand-me-downs from my kid to hand down. I'm not gonna store that stuff and potentially move that stuff, waiting for these people to maybe have a girl. I'm just not doing it. And so I've been working through the process of selling and donating and all of that, which has been great, but with the Rona running rampant around the country, you can't just walk in and drop off clothes anymore. You have to set an appointment like a week out. And so and you can only do one bin at a time. It has to be a clear bin. And we had so many hand-me-downs that it's like 4 bins. So it's been a very long process, and that's given that if I were on top of it and like remembered to call and reschedule my appointments and all of those things on time, it still would have taken me a month. Vlogmas is vlogging every day till Christmas. I've decided to start early. I mentioned that earlier. But 2021 is going to be exciting for a plethora of reasons, because of course we are having a child in like late December, early February. And so that's obviously a really big life change, but we may also be moving at some point. We don't know. And I want to write a book. And so I want to have this vlog channel to document just the ins and outs, the day-to-day of my life. And then the PWL channel, the Precision with Lex channel, linked below. That channel will be about Pilates, the ins and outs of that, and what my book, I think, will be about. It's technically, I found out, a prescriptive nonfiction. So a manual, if you will, kind of like a workout guide. And I think it'll end up being an ebook, not necessarily like a book. I've always wanted to write a book, and I've been trying to look into the rest of the market where postpartum recovery is concerned, and more specifically where postpartum recovery Pilates is concerned. And YouTube, I feel like, has a knowledge gap of good high quality videos that speak to that. And then the book world kind of has a bit of a gap there too, which is really surprising. So I've been doing different research into different books in my niche and all of that. So I wanted to walk into Barnes & Noble and see if I were just a random human that had a baby and was kind of looking for what next. Amazon is so overwhelming, and I wanted to be able to walk into a store and just see what is there. Like if I were starting a postpartum recovery journey, or just having my baby and not knowing what to do, and my pelvic floor is shot and I can't hold my pee and all of those things, like what resources are available to me day of. And so that's what this little Barnes & Noble extravaganza is for. And here we are, long story short. Okay, let's go. Ah! To answer the question, there are not a lot of options out there. I've looked in multiple places and there's nothing. Also, I have to appreciate that it goes from weddings and etiquette to parenting. Barnes & Noble clusters them together. Weddings and etiquette, planning your wedding, all of those things right into, here's your baby child. What are you gonna do with it? It is the next morning. I've got bacon cooking. I made some pumpkin pancakes from scratch because my tiny human woke me up at 3:45 this morning. And in my Pinterest scroll hole that I eventually let myself partake in, I saw some really yummy pumpkin pancakes that I simply had to have, and then I realized that we do have all of the supplies to make that happen. So that was at about 6:30. Went back to sleep, woke back up making bacon to go with the pumpkin pancakes. But it is Thanksgiving, and yesterday my trip into Barnes & Noble was pretty uneventful. It was kind of a bummer to see that there weren't any postpartum specific books really for like how to physically recover at all available, and maybe those have all just been bought up and maybe I need to look again and see if that changes. But it was definitely an interesting eye-opener to see what's available if I just decided right now as a normal person to go to the bookstore and pick a book out to help me with my recovery, and I didn't know any better. There wouldn't be anything there for me, and it leads me to wonder what or how big the gap is in help for women who are recovering from a pretty physically traumatic experience, no matter how you brought the baby into this world. And so with that, I am going to wrap this vlog up for today so that I can start a new one. Happy Vlogmas Day 1. I'm so excited you're here. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Focus, Butler.